Hello and welcome to another interesting tutorial. I think it's really interesting because this old Nikkor Pre-Ai 50mm 1.4 has a lot of fungus on the lens elements. So I decided to try the hydrogen peroxide 3% and clean the lens element with that. To remove the fungus. So let's head on to try. This nice old lens looks really good on the front because I've already been in there because there was a lot of fungus, and if I turn it around you will see what's actually going on in here, because if I do some light through the lens you will see there's a lot of fungus in there. So is it really possible to remove the fungus with the hydrogen peroxide? I think it's pronounced correct. But it works on the front lens group. So I will give it a go on the back side, on the back lens group. So let's go ahead. To take it apart, I know one take off the rubber first, and then the retaining ring around the focus ring. But before we do so, we just head off. Remove the rubber ring. It's easy. If the rubber is still good, this is in okay condition. And then this ring here, only this part here, the front part here, is to unscrew. It can sit pretty tight. And I went into the garden center and bought me some very sticky gloves, nice flowers on, but the rubber, this is yellow, okay, whatever the color is, it works. And keep fingers on the focus ring and hold it tight, and then remove the focus ring, quite easy. There's no thread lock or whatever on the ring, but then the ring here, which also, there should be at least one screw in here, but in this lens there was nothing. But one need to take the screw apart with a 1.2mm flathead screwdriver if the screw was here. But and then unscrew it, comes out. So, and it actually held the whole lens block in position. And you can see this little screw down here, this one, not the one on the focus ring, but the other one. It looks like it's a screw, but it isn't. So now I can just pop out the lens, but before doing so I will set it to 16, aperture 16. It doesn't matter with the focus ring, it can be whatever, but set it on infinity. And just let the lens block fall out. So. And I can just take out the front lens group with my sticky rubber tool like this one here, and if we do so here and just press it on, it will be better to have this one out and then press in. A lot easier. Then the nameplate will come off. It's not really necessary, but we do it anyway, so people can see what how it looks. So in this the front lens group, there was a lot of fungus here, which I just try to remove with the hydrogen peroxide, and it actually looks pretty good. So I will do the same with the, I will at least try with the back lens group. See, there are some kind of thread lock or something, nail polish or so, and I need to actually need to remove that before I can come into the to the actual lens. So a cotton bud and some nail polish remover with acetone. It doesn't work without acetone, so better to use that. Just a little as possible, but still enough to make it little, so it melts the put enough in, so it should be possible to unscrew it, hopefully. Yeah, it comes off quite easy. So now we have it. Well, I can see there is some tracks of, okay, hold on. There are some tracks of fungus here. And is it possible to remove? Well, I don't know yet. But I take the back lens group first, just to see if it's possible. Just need another tool. A long walking stick or compass. This is an old one. And with this tool, it should be possible to put it in here and then remove the element. Of course, first the retaining ring, and hopefully it works. There's no thread lock on this, but better put a finger in here. Okay, so now we give it another go with the acetone, just to see if it's possible to get it free. It will hopefully go on here. It will very easy melt the thread lock. Oh, it's pretty tight. And of course it's on the under, not the back here, but the okay, I see. The point is I should have put on some thread lock on the little hole here. So let's give it a little fluidium. See here. Oh, and just let it suck into the thread as much as possible. It evaporates very, very quickly. So now let's give it another go. Okay. More fluidium. Sometimes I really have to suck a lot this fluidium into the thread, and hopefully it will work after another go. It can be a little annoying to get the retaining ring out, so, and then we have to really be quite fast, because it will evaporate quickly. Yeah, here it comes. It works pretty good. So here we are. You see the thread lock on here. There's some. So that was it, and out it will come. See, the back, most back lenses actually looks quite okay. So this lens, which is faced that way, so the curved surface is faced against the back lens group. So now I will just put this into hydrogen peroxide and let it stay there for a few minutes. So just to see how it will work. change gloves. So, and then I will just need a ordinary length cloth to wipe all the rest of the fluidium away from the lens. So it looks fine, but will the fungus disappear? Hopefully. Okay. This looks really interesting. But I have some gloves on. This is quite interesting. Look how clean, with absolutely no fungus tracks or whatever. Now, very, very interesting. Yeah, we need some fluidium to just to actually clean the lens. So I placed it on a piece of rubber here. Okay, doing so, and add a little amount of lighter fluid. Not directly on the lens, but on the lens tissue. So, and then just wipe it away. And then we take the other side in a different diameter. So, just use the other corner. I mean, it looks much better than it was before. So I will just put it back in again. Okay. Of course, there should be a hair. it's possible to put it on the ring and do like this, and then put the other one over. And then just screw the retaining ring in again, and then put the back lens screw to the lens. And gently tighten it. That's simply just amazing. Well, there was some here, and but then I need to unscrew the this ring here. But let's do so. There's a hole here, and the same problem is that we need some nail polish remover and another cotton bud. And then add the needs more. It'll be soaking wet. And then just add the nail polish remover, and hopefully it can be unscrewed without any problem. And we have to do it a little faster. So do so, and then yeah, it comes free. So here we are. Now I think if I can just use a cotton bud and some hydrogen peroxide, add on a cotton bud, and then put it on and gently wipe it around just to see if it will work. Maybe those lenses are not that hard attached by the fungus, but let's see how it will work. Yeah, but it works pretty good. I mean, that's just amazing. Don't you think? I think. So I'll just put it back in again and do nothing else. Click, says the thread. and then the rubber tool to get it tighten. And then the back lens group. And fully tighten it. Then the front lens group. Well, before I do any further, I will just wipe a little dust and things away from the internal here, just to make it more nice. Yeah, it looks really good. Then put in their front lens group. Okay. And tighten it. And to put the lens back, well, sometimes it's you can be lucky by looking at the where is the aperture ring. It should be on 16 in this case, or even more if there was 32 or so. And it should be at 16. The other, which is the aperture from the camera, and the lens group itself should have this over here, and this one goes there, and it will open. This one has to stay there, and the other one have to be over here. Good. So now it should be possible to put it in. Remember the little screw, which is not a screw, it's an adjusting kind of screw, and it has to go in the notch here. So when putting it back, one should actually have this position, put it back in, and hopefully have it, we can try to set it on near end, and then hit the correct position, and then you should be able to move the aperture lever and the focus ring itself. So now the front retaining ring that holds the lens group should be put in, and gently tightened. If there was a set screw, it's not the case here, but if there was one, you should just gently tighten it. And then the focus retaining ring, put it in and go counterclockwise to catch the thread. Click here and tighten it. Then the rubber ring will go into place. And that's actually that. So now my old lens is actually working again. Quite impressive. There's still some cleaning, but this is just to show how the hydrogen peroxide works, and it was a big success. So bye bye.